Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate it, especially my new viewers and new subscribers. Your kindness, your generosity, your support of my channel. It's really been amazing, and I never take that for granted. Here today, we've got an update on the Filipina searching for her American father. I'm so happy to be a part of this. This is not just the story of a Filipina searching for her American father. It's really a love story too. You know, Gail, she loves her father even though she never met him before. She's never talked to him, never heard his voice, never touched him. And for 30 long years, that's a lifetime, she held on to that desire that just one day I would meet him. And before we discuss the update, I just want to kind of introduce you to the situation, especially if you're new, and, you know, kind of remind you of how we even got here today. I was in the squatters area in St. Carlos City, HC Rigor Street, helping another family. Me and my girlfriend, we were delivering groceries, and we were finished. We were walking down the sidewalk to leave, and I saw Gail in her yard, and I just looked. I said, wow, it looks like a sister. Let me back up. And we met, our eyes met. She came out, and she said, brother, can you help me? And, you know, I'm thinking that she wants some groceries, some rice or something like that, something that I normally do. But then she said, you know, can you help me find my father? And my heart just about fell out of my chest, you know, because I said, well, hell, that's beyond Sunshine Shoulders' capabilities. You know, just for a split second, I thought, I deliver groceries, I spin a wheel every Friday night. I'm not a private detective. But I said yes, you know, being naive, you know, I said, yeah, I can help you find your father. And I'm thinking that Gail had a lot of information, but she only had a name, Gregory Mitchell. That was it. She had no birth date, no pictures, didn't know where he lived, nothing. But she did know that her mother had met him during the volcanic eruption in the Philippines. What was the name of that?
In Angeles, Pampanga, brother.
But what was the name of the volcano?
No, they
The volcano that erupted. Well, anyway, that's all she had. So
Pinatubo.
yeah, Pinatubo.
Mount Pinatubo.
Yeah, and so when I got home, I got to thinking, man, this is going to take a miracle to find him, because for 30 years she had been searching for him based on just his name, nothing. So I said, it's going to take a miracle. I said, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell your story, Gail, and I'm going to tell as much as I can until the right person sees the video and can come forward and help us, because that was the only hope we had. I spoke to one of my subscribers today, Eric Terry. He said, Calvin, when you did that video, he said, my heart went out to Gail. He said, but in all actuality, I said, good luck on that. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. I said, no, it's like finding a needle in 10,000 haystacks. And I want to thank everybody who was involved in this. I was just used as the vessel. People started coming forward. Hey, is this him? No. Is this him? No. Dead end after dead end after dead end. And so a private investigator, and I'm not going to say his name right now because we're going to set up a live stream with me, him, and Gail. He's in Houston, Texas. He stepped forward and he said, man, I'll help you for nothing, for free, because I'm, you know, committed to finding Gail's father. He bought a DNA kit and he sent it FedEx. We did the DNA, and that's what we were waiting on. And then the other day, because we had basically give up, we were just sitting here. I said, Gail, I'm not going to do any more updates because there's nothing we can do. We just wait on the DNA. And I look in my personal Facebook page, not my Sunshine Shows, but my personal. This guy, this name up there, it's a message request. And I'm afraid to open it because if you don't know, I'm going to tell you right now, Sunshine Shows, believe it or not, I receive a lot of hate mail. There's a lot of hate online for Sunshine Shows. I don't understand it.
There's
It's
a lot
the
of trolls.
it's the good old boy network over in America, trying to come over here with that same old stuff.
Yes.
I haven't done anything, but them just seeing a brown face, that's enough for them. But that's why I was afraid to open up the email because I get them every day. So I said, well, I ain't got nothing to do. I open it up, and he says, hey, he said, I saw that video. I may be able to help that lady. It's exactly what he said. And you guys, he said, I work for the military industrial complex. And if you don't know that, that's the matrix of all matrices. He said, is this his name, Gregory Mitchell? He's about this age, blah, 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 Air Force, blah, blah. I said, yeah. He said, I'll get back with you. Before this guy got off from work, he had found the Gregory Mitchell we were looking for. And he had the full name, address, phone number. I said, hey, can I have the number? He said, no, I'm not going to give you the number. He said, I'm going to give you the name and address, have her inquire, and then we'll go from there. So he didn't know I had the private investigator working, so I gave him that information. Boom, within minutes, he had contacted the guy, and of course the guy was furious. He was angry, he was cursing.
Yes.
What are you doing calling me? Blah, blah. I mean, before he could even say anything, boom, he hangs up the phone. So the guy is angry. He says, look, I'm going to get a lawyer. We're going to force him to take the DNA, see if this is the real Gregory Mitchell. But then he had a bright idea. He said, Calvin, do you got any pictures of Gail? And I said, no, but I can go on Facebook. So I picked out like 6 different pictures. When she was in high school, college, right after college, before she had the baby, after she had the baby. But there was one particular picture. I said, yeah, I'm going to send this one along with it. Well, believe it or not, this is the picture that the private investigator sent to the man. And within minutes, he called back. He had did a 180. He said, yeah, I'm going to do whatever I can, to help her. Because the mother had told us, whenever you find this Gregory Mitchell, he's going to look just like my daughter. So when we sent him that picture, there was no more denying. The game was up, and we had found our man. Now, are we at the end of the road yet? No, because remember, we have to make it official. He has to do the DNA, he has to do the paperwork. But when the guy called me back and told me the hairs raised up on my arm, I hadn't cried in years. I cried. I really cried. I called Gail and we cried together, because it's a miracle. It's nothing short of a miracle with the little information we had to find this man. Our only hope was that somebody saw the video and the right guy saw it.
Step up.
And he stepped forward.
Yeah.
And he helped us. And here we are today, Gail, and I'm just going to turn it over to Gail now. What does this day mean to you, Gail? I can only imagine. 30 years, ladies and gentlemen, this woman
Yes.
went around with just her father's imagination in her mind. A desire to just meet her family. Her father, just something we all take for granted. So tell everybody, Gail, what's this mean to you?
Yes. This day really means to me because the chapter of my life was already complete. I was very thankful because God's miracle very working in very mysterious way. And I was so very thankful of the people who helped me without ceasing to find out my dad. And I just want to tell my dad, Mr. Gregory Mitchell, when you are watching right now, you doesn't have to worry because I'm not making you. I just want to meet you. You don't need to worry anything. If you want to help me, it's your choice. Because I already have my degree, I already have my family right now, and I know how to manage my financial expenses. I just want to meet you because you are my dad and you are the one who creates me with my mom. Because without you, my mom cannot create me. I'm just innocent of this incident that you've done 30 years ago. That's why I'm saying this to you, that even if we doesn't met, even if you doesn't have the courage to search for me over the years, I still love you and I still want to meet you.
It's this is about as powerful of a story I've ever seen. It's a love story, ladies and gentlemen. This woman still loves her father. Never met him before. You know, never talked to him, never heard his voice, just carried around this image of him in her mind. She saw me and said, hey, can you help me find my father? I mean, I was humble because I'm like, who am I? I can't, but we said, we made a decision. We don't have nothing to lose from trying.
Yes.
Everything to gain is successful. People have come forward, my viewers and subscribers. They've helped Gail. They've sent her financial help. They've searched the internet, like she said, without ceasing. And then dead end after dead end after dead end, but we never quit. I mean, I actually received 2 DNA kits. We did one, sent it off. The guy said, hey, donate the other one, which we will. We were just sitting here waiting on the DNA results, and I get that message. It's a miracle, man. That's all a miracle is. It's something that can't be explained. I mean, why after all of these months, all of a sudden the guy must have cut on the YouTube and saw me and said, man, I really could relate to your videos. I could relate to you. He said, that's why I wanted to help you. That's why I reached out to you. And with a matter of hours, he found the guy. We contacted him. He asked for Gail's number. We've given him Gail's number. He's going to contact Gail. I mean, we can't ask for any more than that. We're this close to closing the chapter here. I mean, this is a big, big story. I don't know about anybody else. I mean, my heart is filled. I've cried so much, I don't have any more tears, Gail. I mean, I've got 4 daughters that I raised absolutely till they were adults in America. I've got a little daughter there, and I know how Gail feels. I feel it, The private investigator felt it. He's so angry. He said, Calvin, I can't let this guy just hang up the phone and that's it. Doesn't he realize what the predicament he's put Gail in over there? Yes. Not only just staggering poverty, but she's half black over there. This is his words. That sideways racism they got over there, which, I have to disagree with him. Filipinos say, yeah, she's different, and she got bullied, but they accept you based on your character. Yes. But Gail used that as a motivation. She never even thought second about that. But his guy was so mad, and he sent that picture. The rest is history, and all we're waiting now is for him and Gail to go back and forth talking. He said, I'm going to step up, I'm going to do the right thing, I'm going to take the DNA test. Because there was no doubt that picture that we sent sealed the deal, Gail. Yes. There's no apologizing on our behalf. A lot of people said, well, maybe he doesn't want to be found. Well, hell, he said 30 years. This young lady did no wrong. All she wanted to do, imagine, man, I can't even wrap my mind around that. 30 years, that's a lifetime of searching for her father. And now all of a sudden, we're this close to close it because of the help from so many, many people. Shout out to the guy in the military industrial complex. He said keep him anonymous, and I'm going to do that. But brother, you were a miracle. I'm going to tell you, you was a miracle we were searching for. It was no needle in a haystack. It was a needle in 10,000 haystacks. We only had one Gregory Mitchell. You Google Gregory Mitchell, and you're going to see the many that come up, the many in the service, the many that's about that age. Within moments, this guy had the man we were looking for. And we confirmed it when we reached out to him. You got anything else you want to say, Gail?
And I added some. The investigator called me earlier, and the investigator told me the attitude of my dad. And that's the attitude that I have, but I can control it. That I can control the stubbornness because I was raised here in the Philippines and in a different culture. Dad, just step up, meet me up. So if your life wasn't good out there, I think I am the instrument given by God to you so that you can realize such things.
Yeah, Gregory Mitchell, if you out there, you got a brilliant daughter. Finished school with the help of her family. Finished college. Single mother. Has her own little small cooking business. She's not asking you for anything but what she deserves. And that's that new life. That's that U.S. citizenship. She don't want anything from you. Because once she gets there, she can handle that. But, you know, I'm just so thankful that I was a part of it, Gail. You know, I really love you. From day one, I called her sis. She's called me brother. And she's an inspiration to me. Don't ever give up, man. This woman carried around this dream for 30 years, man. So what, you go to get a job and they turn you down? Go to get another one. You know, she had no help. She had no hope. And then she runs into a guy like me, a crazy guy over here who had no idea. I'm so naive that I said, yeah, I can help you, Gail. Knowing that I couldn't really in my mind. But I said, let me do what I can do. You know, and here we are. You know, she's literally moments from speaking to her father that she's never spoke to. This is not just a story of a woman searching for a father. It's a love story. She never gave up hope, guys. So, you know, you're an inspiration to me, Gail. And I already told you, whenever the paperwork and everything's complete, I'm going to personally buy your ticket, you and your daughter's ticket to America. It's just that simple. I owe you that, you know. So thank you so much. And we're going to have a live stream maybe tomorrow, me, Gail, and the private investigator, because he can give you some more detail. He actually talked to the man. Like I said, he was cursing, hung up the phone, didn't know that the guy he was talking to, not only is a private investigator, he's a community activist. He said, I'll be damned. He's not going to get rid of me that easy. This woman's over there. She really needs his help. Just do whatever you can, man. And thank you so much for stopping by today. We really, really appreciate it. If you're in America, you know, it's late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. But if you're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break and you see somebody in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a couple of dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's about 10:30 a.m. We have the whole rest of the day to find somebody to help. There's no excuse not to find somebody over here to help. There's literally millions and millions of people who need our help. There's not a day go by that I don't help anybody, you know. Thank you, Gail, for being part of my life, you know, letting me be a part of the miracle, really, that's happening, because it's nothing short of a miracle. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID-free, and I'll see you next time. I want to salute you, Mr. Gregory Mitchell, for stepping up, you know, and doing the right thing. And giving Gail that completeness, you know. But we still have to do the DNA test. We still have to make it official. And bring Gail to America. Let her meet your side of the family. She don't want to disrupt your life, but hell, it's been 30 years. Yes. I think she deserves it. She's innocent.
If you're already married there and you are worried that I will ruin your marriage, no, I will not do it. I will just be at the side and have my duty as your daughter.
That's right. So for anybody looking after the Gail's an inspiration. I'm going to tell you, don't ever give up on your dreams. Don't ever give up on your hopes. Yes. She carried around a desire, guys, for 30 years. I mean, need I say anything else? You know, literally a wing and a prayer.
Yes. Mr. Calvin is the star that I'm looking for so that I can close this chapter of my life. I'm very, very, very much thankful because God sent me an angel.
Yeah, well, you know, I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm real humble because I was just a vessel. Yeah. So many people have come forward to help Gail. You know, they give her hope, they give her financial encouragement, they give their services, and we can't ask for any more than that. And my only hope when this started was that the right person would see the video and step forward. That's what happened. Yes. That was our only hope, Gail.
Yes, that's our only hope.
And it was a miracle, and it happened. So Take care of everybody, and we'll see you next time. Hopefully, when Gail's talking to her father on the phone, you know, that's the next step.
Yes.
Right, Gail? Thank y'all.